Boy, Ultimate Gohan in the cut here. This is Ultimate Gohan for Dragon Ball Super, so keep that in mind. So, his kit, main ability, Ultimate Return, transform into Ultimate Gohan, draws special art cards. Next, 30% damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Takes 15 time counts for to activate his main ability. Pretty standard. Let's see, his first unique ability, 30% to damage inflicted for 20 time counts when this character enters the battlefield. Pretty standard. The following effects occur when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. Oh, so seals enemy strike arts cards. Seals arts cards cannot be used for 3 time cuts. So he steals strike cards every time a character somebody swaps out while this guy's on the battlefield for 3 time count. So basically that's like to way to slow down all these like heavy strike meta right now with Kefla and of Blue Vegito. So it makes sense. That's actually a pretty nice ability. Reduces damage received by 20% for 20 time accounts. That's every time somebody swaps up while he's on the battlefield. So pretty standard stuff. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. 20% to damage received, up to 20 of own health. Restores on ki by 20. 20% to damage inflicted by allied tag, Hybrid Saiyan, and Sun Family. So he's a Hybrid Saiyan / Sun Family buffer. Okay. But that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're trying to rebuff Sun Family. Reduces damage received by 40 into combo ends and interchange cover. So he seems like he's kind of more on the more on the tanky side. Until basically he transforms. I haven't seen his transform kit yet. So let's take a look at that. So when he transforms, he draws an ultimate. His main ability turns to draws a special art cards next. 40% damage inflicted for 20 time counts. Inflicts all enemy actual downgrade. Minus 80 health restoration for 50 time counts. Yeah, they've been slapping that minus health restoration on a lot of these units recently. And it takes 10 time accounts to activate this. So pretty standard stuff. His second unique ability, Extreme Potential. 40% of damage inflicted for 20 time accounts when this character enters the battlefield. The following effects occur when enemy switches characters while this character is on the battlefield. So that part of his passive has not actually changed. It's still the same 3 time accounts and still in strike cards when somebody swaps out to a different character when he's on the battlefield. So second unique ability, let's see what this changes here. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. 20% to damage received for up to 20 of his own health. Restores own ki by 20. 30% damage inflicted. So that part of his passive didn't really change much either, Yeah, that part of his passive didn't really change much either. So his special move. Oh, I forgot to look at well, it doesn't really matter. So his special move, Impulse Fist, deals massive impact damage. If this enemy attribute downgrade, plus 10 tone substitution count for 20 counts on hits. His green card, Thunder Bullet, which is chainable into anything, applies on following effects to self upon activation. 30% of damage inflicted for 20 time counts. It restores ki by 30. And it's chainable. This kind of the new meta for these type of green cards. Chainable green cards are just so it just makes for a more pleasant experience having chainable green cards. And he buffs Hybrid Saiyan and Sun Family. Okay. So Ultimate Gohan, let's go back to his base real quick so I can check and see if anything really changed. Yeah, his base green card is bad and his special move isn't really all that good at base. So Ultimate Gohan, so far I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of meh to me. I'm not gonna cap. As much as I love my boy Gohan, his kit it's not waving any like big green lights here. He sounds like he's just gonna be an average run-of-the-mill unit, not anything like too spectacular. The best thing about him is probably his ability to seal strike cards. That's pretty that can really be really useful if you play it right. Outside of that, not really doing anything too fantastic. He will be able to be like a pretty solid tank unit, and he'll be able to outdo some decent range, like some decent blast damage. What it seems that's pretty much it. Like he's going to be a good unit for sure, but he's just not going to be like meta breaking. So I'm already feeling like you don't have to summon for this guy, but that's just me. That's just the way it's seeming right now. So let's take a look at not the banner. Let's take a look at Buutenks real quick. Sorry that I gotta do it this way. And then we're going to take a look at that. Well, we can take a look at the banner real quick. Yeah, the banner is actually pretty solid. They have red gold tanks on here. Reggie number who's still good. it's decent, but it's already seeming like a banner that you shouldn't really be summoning on, right? So, Buutenks, regeneration, absorption, powerful opponent on no. Okay, that's his gender. Sparking, and he's also a range type. So 2 blue range type units, huh? That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I'm not gonna cap. Still, main ability still wanted to fight. Take your best shot. 50% to damage inflicted for 40 timing counts. Reduce damage received by 20 for his 40 timing counts. Nullify his own attribute downgrades and add normal conditions for 25 timing counts. Only takes 5 timing counts to elapse. Okay, so he's getting powerful buffs that last a decent amount of time, but it takes about 5 timing counts to elapse. So it's an ability that you can activate real quickly. It's already kind of sounding. That sounds kind of reminiscent of Gohan a little bit, where he just gets like powerful buffs upon activation that lasts for a decent amount of time. But there's that. So his unique ability, I'm ready to drive the nails in your cuff. Okay, my boy Buutenks out here to catch a body. Applies a fall effects itself from battle at start for 75 timing counts. Okay, 50% of the damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Okay. -5 to strike cost. -10 to blast cost cannot be canceled. Gradually restores our health each time count. Hurry and drain your tears as we can fight. 40% damage inflicted when this character enters the battlefield. Effects is canceled when this enemy lands and attacked. Restores 20 of damage received after enemy attack is over. Up to 20 of all health. So yeah, he heals every second he comes into the match. He's getting 40% damage inflicted. Then he's getting all these buffs, the all cancelable buffs for the first 75 time accounts of the match. So Gohan, I'm not gonna lie, is already seeming like he's going to be a lot better than Ultimate Gohan. As a unit, it seemed like as far as just overall power, he sounds like the better unit. As far as utility, I think Gohan has a little bit on his side with that ceiling strike card thing, but I saw him for 3 time accounts. But Gohan is already sounding like he's more impressive to me already. So his special move, Super Donut Kamehameha, deals massive impact damage. It cancels enemies' attribute upgrades on hit, activates twice. Okay, that's pretty solid. Now his green card, Majin Sneer, applies a follow effects itself according to the number of time counts elapsed from the battle start. Less than 25 time counts restore key by 50. 30% to damage inflicted for 20 time counts. Between 25 to 75 time counts restore key by 30. 30% to damage inflicted for 15 time counts. And after 75 time counts have elapsed, he gets 20% the damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Okay. And he holds a damage up blast card. And he holds what is this? A blast damage up blast card? Yeah. And he buffs regen and powerful opponent. So yeah, so they're really trying to work on buffing powerful opponent. This is the 3rd unit they've gotten to buff powerful opponent. Fuzamasu, Turles, and now this guy. So Gohan, I don't want to say off the bat, but so far, Gohan is the one that's impressing me more out of the 2 new units. Yeah, Gohan is definitely sounding like he's definitely sounding more impressive for what I see in my personal opinion. I don't know. It might be one of those things I have to test out, but looking at this banner, I still feel like you should wait it out. In my personal opinion, I don't think you should particularly like go out of your way to summon for these units like just the way they are now. Like they definitely sound solid, but I definitely don't think you should go out of the way to use this unit. So there's that. Yeah, I think Gohan is probably the better out of the 2 in my personal opinion. Banner's not particularly the best. The banner's not really all that good in my personal opinion. Just like any other Legends Rising banner. It's up to you. I'll say, how long is it gonna last? It's gonna last until September 2nd. Yeah, I definitely feel somewhere between this time slot we're probably going to get the next step up banner or something big. Like this banner honestly was like it placed really weird. I feel like Legends is kind of like trying to time slot they're trying to do their banner time slot to where their next step of banner probably comes around the same time as Dokkan's 350 million download celebration. I feel like that's what they're trying to go for this year. Yeah, and the timing of this banner, it just feels like it's just another case where just like the units aren't that bad, but the timing of this banner is just not really good. We're going on to our 4th like Legends Rising, and the average player is just going to be drained. So I don't see them actually shaking up the meta too much because of that. So it's your boy Kai Kid. Go like Sky for content. Tell me what you gotta think about this. Tell me what you gotta think about Ultimate Gohan. Tell me what you gotta think about Buutenks. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter, and I'm out.